We have a lot of respect for Andy Reid and the Philadelphia Eagles. I know there's some historical significance of not winning here since 1962, but I can't say enough about the program Andy has in place here. I thought it was a very gutty performance on both sides of the ball. I know they had, I think, 5 players leave the game. We had a number of guys go down, and with the injury to Justin Harold, we came into this game with primarily sub defense. There's a lot of back and forth. I thought it was a gutty performance on both sides of the field, and we feel very fortunate to come out of here with a win. This is a tough place to play, and it's a tough football team to play against.
To what extent did you prepare for Vic?
Well, we prepared for Michael Vick more in the Wildcat type packages. So, and I thought Michael did an excellent job. He adds a whole different dimension to the game, particularly with his running skills and the ability to extend plays. So, that's what I go back to. I thought our defense, we stressed all training camp of playing adversity defense, and the end of the game on a 4th and 1. With a quarterback in the backfield, when you have a number of different options, that's a big play by our defense, and Michael Vick's still a very dynamic player.
The offense late in the 3rd into the 4th. Think about how it got going there with Aaron. It's not passes in that run. Think about how the offense kind of got in sync there in that second half.
Well, I'm the offensive coach, so it's never in sync enough. I thought we had spurts that we played the way we feel that we can play. I wasn't very particularly happy with the 3rd down production in the 4th quarter when we needed to extend drives. I thought Brandon Jackson came in and did a very good job, particularly with the run blocking unit there in the second half with his opportunities. But we have to extend series in a football game, especially at that particular time. Our defense is on the field way too much in the second half. We're short defensive linemen. We're playing against a very mobile quarterback, and that was a tough, gutty performance by our football team. I thought our special teams played excellent. That was a major emphasis coming into the game. We have a lot of respect for Bobby April and the job that he does over there on special teams. So feel very fortunate and pleased we came in to win, but we also want to grow as a football team. There's plenty of film to look at, to correct, and get ready for Buffalo. Ryan Grant had an ankle sprain. He did not return, so I can't tell you exactly how long he'll be out. Also, we had Kellen Jenkins had a broken hand. He did return with a cast. Justin Harold looked like he had a significant knee injury, did not return. And Nick Collins had the bruised ribs there in the 4th quarter, and he did return.
Like Ryan had his pads on in the second half. I mean, could he have gone in emergency or?
Greg, they told me he was down. I didn't speak to him. Just the medical staff they make those decisions. Whether a player is up or down. So that's why they take their helmets. But.
Mike, what did you expect them to do on 4th down? Did you expect them to get big on the edge, or did you expect more of what they did?
Well, that's a tough call because especially when he goes to the gun, because it's not are they going to still run a traditional quarterback sneak, or he has the ability to bounce the ball to the edge, and now your short yardage defense takes on a little different characteristics. We want a sub defensive sneak defense, and it was just an excellent job of the front line holding their gaps and not letting him penetrate. Obviously biggest play in the game.
What were your impressions of Kevin Cobb at the time that you saw him?
Kevin, I a little bit like us on offense. I felt he probably didn't get to the rhythm they probably would like, and it looked like he took a pretty big hit there. But he's got a lot of excellent football in front of him. I think he's going to be everything that they think he is. So. He can make all the throws. I thought when he did throw, the ball came out with velocity and so forth. It's really the first time I've had to see him play in live action. But I think he has a bright future.
Was 56 within Mason's realm during warm-ups, or was it just at the end of the half?
Oh, no doubt. We talked about it. We get a progress report every pregame, and he kicked the ball extremely well in pregame. So I would have probably extended him out to 59, frankly, in that particular situation. And he nailed it. And he hit the one earlier in the first half very well also. So I thought he kicked the ball very well. He had the one kickoff he pulled to the left, but I thought Mason performed very well today.
And what is it about Mason, Matthews that he had 1 week of practice and then comes out and he's game?
Well, it's a credit to Clay, it's a credit to his coaching staff, and really a big credit to the medical staff getting them ready to go. It just, we were a little nervous coming into this game. The repetitions that our defensive unit did not have with everybody there. So I tell you, I thought it was a very gutty performance by our defense, especially in the second half. Clay was a big part of that. So Kevin did a good job rolling the linebackers in, and both Zombo and Papinga did a nice job with their opportunities.
How concerned were you with the lack of depth on the line as far as Neal inactive and then Justin going down?
Well, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It isn't like you can change it. So I thought our coaches did a very good job of rotating the players and trying to keep them fresh. And once again, I hate to be redundant. I thought it was a performance that we can definitely build off of because they were extending plays and Michael can he can do that to the defense.
What about elsewhere on special teams? The punter seemed to execute the game plan pretty well, and Jordy's returns.
I thought Tim did a good job punting, except he probably wished he had the last one back, the one he kicked down the middle of the field. That was not the plan. So I thought he did a good job putting the ball on the sideline, and I thought our coverage units were excellent. And I can't say enough about the commitment really Sean Slocum and Chad Morton have made with the changes on special teams, and it's gratifying to go out there in week 1 and have the production that we had in the return game. I thought Jordy Nelson did a very good job of running the track and trusting the blockers, and he had some creases to run through today. So very pleased with our overall special team performance.
You only kept 2 running backs on the roster. Are you a little bit worried with Brain now banged up?
Well, I look, we have 5 running backs, and we have 3 that primarily do the running. So it's the NFL. Injuries is part of your journey, and we had a number of guys go down today, and we'll regroup tomorrow, and we'll see where we are, and we'll get ready for Buffalo.
Did Brandon Jackson show you something today that maybe you haven't seen before?
I think Brandon really showed this level of his ability to perform at this level, at the end of last year. I thought he really came into his own in the second half of the season. He had the injury in training camp last year, and really he's had a great spring and in training camp. I think he's a complete player, first and second down. He's outstanding in pass protection. Had a nice job on the check down on the 23 protection out there in the flat. He's doing a good job with the ball control, breaking tackles. He's so strong from the waist down. He's got tremendous leg strength and has the ability to make guys miss. So I think Brandon's been playing at this level now for since the middle of last year.
Rank your overall impressions of Rodgers.
I'm sorry?
Your overall impressions of Rodgers.
I'm sure Aaron will answer those questions for himself. We'll look at the film. He had the one interception that slipped away. I didn't have a good view of the first one, the one down the middle that was tipped. But the second one, just the ball slips out of his hand. He has Donald Driver open there on the beeline route. So I'm sure there's some decisions he wish he had back. We try to get in a rhythm with the quick passing game early and some 7-man protection throws that we did not get off to a good start. But he's able to generate 27 points. But it's definitely a performance we will build off of and improve on.
Was Neal close to him?
Say it again.
Was Neal close?
Didn't ask how close. It's a yes or no by this point. No, they didn't feel it. A lot of times when you get into muscle injuries, you probably do more damage working a guy out. Same thing with hamstrings. It's same decision really with Desmond Bishop. To take him out there and work him out. Now you're putting him in a position to fatigue it even more over the course of a game. So.
Mike, they have an offensive ability to go vertical, especially with Jackson, and they never seem to be able to incorporate that today. Is that coverage as much?
Well, I can't really comment on that. I'm not sure exactly how they wanted to go after us from an offensive standpoint. We had a lot of 2-shell. We had him covered up a lot when he was in the one slot. When he's lined up out wide, and bless you, he had a chance to get a number of opportunities underneath. But I thought we did a very good job of containing him today.
Mike, Aaron took some sacks early in the game. Do you feel you shored that up
Yeah, it was, the negative plays hurt us. 3 negative plays in the first half really, affected us from a point production. But I felt the ability to run the ball in the second half gave us, a little more balance, which helped. We were a little pass heavy in the first half, and that's going to happen sometimes just for the way we operate at the line of scrimmage.